Yeah, yeah. Well, I want to thank you. I ain't doing nothing, child. Just sitting here and talking and entertaining. Tony here for a little while. Yeah. So we doing it. Uh, Sitting right here and she done told me to cook, so I don't know about that. If she didn't work so late, you could take her out to eat, but she probably ain't gonna get through up at a 9. Everything gonna be closed. Yeah. Yeah. So everything doing pretty good. Yeah, I see where one of the spiritual seven having a birthday. Mr. Wright, Reverend, and that's the preacher, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Dad, talk about well, you said you played sports in Abbott Harris.
Yeah, but see, when I first started school, I started PCI. That's right in front of Paradise. It was a big school there, and it got burnt down. So we had to go. I went. Let me see, where did I go? By the time it got burned down, we had started going to Abbott Harris. The little grade stopped, but some of them grades up in, well, they didn't go Paradise, went under Paradise, I believe. But anyway, that's where I started. Miss Kent, that was my teacher in the first, called it primer grades. And I stayed there. I had Miss Kent, Miss Long, I think. Oh, what was that lady's name? A little short lady, I never forget her. Miss Longhorn. I remember three of Miss Davy Hill's wife's sister. What was her name?
Tatum.
Miss Tatum. Several more.
Now, who was your teacher?
Miss Kent. And then you go from primer grade, no, first grade, second and third. And that was Miss Longhorn. Anyway, we stayed there. We stayed there until the school got burned down. Then because they didn't have, Mara and them, I believe they had to go to Paradise and Coolwater up there and on the Presbyterian Church. But we went to Abbott Harris, because that was the elementary school all together then. And so that's where we went to Abbott Harris. Then the rest of it is history. I went to my baseball. Yeah, I played baseball with I was a bad boy for the Black Cardinals. They played in the little field behind Paradise down there. Then that was my first time playing ball right there with them old men, Black Cardinals. They got scores way up there and put me in. I didn't have no spikes. My man Pete Diddle let me use his shoes, a pair of brogues. I played third base. Then, from now on, we had a little team called the Elk Stars. And we played over English Field. That's where we played our home games at English Field. So we played all around North Carolina, West Virginia, all out through West Virginia. Roanoke, Danville, Winston-Salem, Greensboro. Played some teams out of South Carolina. Played some teams out of Florida. Called the Florida Blues. They were Florida Hobo Giants. They come through here. They would come through and we play them one game. And they travel along. They was a traveling team. And as far as I remember,
So when did you go to New York?
I was in New York in 49, I believe. Went to New York in 49.
What'd you do there?
Oh, in New York, I worked got me a job working, making remodeling furniture. Like people want to get,
Poster shop.
like people wanted their bedroom suit refinished. We refinish them, paint them, spray them. Then didn't miss with no upholstery because all that thing we did was remodel furniture, like bedroom and kitchen sets and stuff like that.
Was that in Harlem? Or?
No, in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn. Out in, well, it was close to Long Island. I was in Long Island. And
So you had to ride the subway?
rode the bus. Caught the bus. I lived 234 Spencer Street. I had to walk about 2 blocks over and catch the bus every morning. Go out there. And catch the bus every evening, come back. Ride with the 10 cents. And
So did you leave there and then come back here?
yeah, I left there. I come back home. Come back and stayed a little while. Then I went back up there and stayed a little while. Then I come back home for good. Me and them got married. '55. And that's it.
Well, how did y'all meet?
Have I ever heard?
How did y'all meet?
Oh, I was going in the door, and every time I'd pass the door reach to close the door, he hit me on my hand, and I hated him. I just couldn't stand him. And then I don't know where we got along. We finally started getting along, and the other girls, you know, they was acting like they just loved him to death.
They still do.
And
Yeah, see, we played basketball in the gym. See, the school, the grades, the classes was like to your right. The gym was over here. So we'd come in that little hallway to go to the bathroom or go outside on each side of the building. The gym, that's where we played basketball. That's where we practiced every day. And that's where they had plays, like, you know, they had a little stage in there and everything. And that's where we played basketball, and that's where actually, that's where they are. What do you call it in school when you're taking
the gym was the gym.
yeah, everything happened in the gym where they take exercise. What's what I'm trying to say? Each
Physical ed class.
Because every class had a physical ed.
Yeah.
Y'all had it
Uh-huh.
in the gym, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
when we didn't go outdoors.
Yeah, it was pretty clear you go out there, but most is in the gym.
But I ain't meet you in no gym.
And what he said, I'm trying to get to that. That's where I was in school. And I playing basketball at the time, and I went to go gym practice. We might call practice 12 o'clock in the day, whenever he felt like. So him and Turner was the principal. Yeah, I mean, he felt like we need to practice, get something going. We go, especially if a game was like today is Thursday. If a game was Friday night, he'd take us in the gym on Thursday. Run you to death. Take so many laps around the gym, then you go into practicing the plays. Who playing guard, who playing forward, who playing center. And me and Tommy Joe Mitchell, I was a forward, Tommy Joe was forward, William Hill was a center, and Jesse Hilton was a guard, Ben Morris was a guard. That was first string. So I made first string. And Twyman Eggers, he had been in service to come back.
So when's the first time you saw Mom?
Oh, we've been meeting there.
No, when's the first time you saw her? The very first time you saw her.
Have I ever heard?
Where?
I guess that's what she said. Coming at that side door, but I don't remember her cutting on the hands and all that stuff. I think
What? Share with the class. What do you think?
yeah, all the class had to go out and go outside or change class. You ever go down where the shop was?
Yeah, I took shop.
Right. So we might have been coming from shop and y'all was going down.
I remember we was going in a door, going from one class to the other class.
Yeah.
And then after I remember that, but I don't know if you came down to the house, 'cause we didn't go nowhere but school. We went to school. We went to school, and then, but you had gone, you might have been still going to school when you first came down to our house on 58. You might have been still in school.
Yeah.
But shortly after that, you went to work at
Hookers in
Hookers. So you were in school.
mm
But you would come down and we'd go to Paradise. You come there and take all us to Paradise.
That's when I got
You
a
had an
car.
old car.
That's when I got
So
a car.
we was,
What'd you have?
All the times I had to walk down.
No, what car? What was the car?
Oh, I believe I had a Chevrolet, a Plymouth, I believe. I believe the first car I got was Plymouth.
no, I'm talking about the first car you drove was Grandpa's car, Grandma's car. So
Oh, well, that 37 Ford. 37 Ford.
a little blue
A
Ford.
little blue Ford.
Little blue Ford.
37. It was blue. And the lights was about as big as a flashlight.
It looked like kind of like back then, you know what they look kind of like them PTs people driving there. They kind of resemble
them
them
little
things.
cruisers like Rebel
like
Cornfield.
like Mika got.
Yeah,
Look
like a
kinda
PC
like them
Cruiser.
things.
It was built like that. Trunk and everything. But that thing, man, that thing, he would take you where you want to go.
So, when you say they picked, so you took the whole group, you took
Oh yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
They me and Myron and Lois when
Christine.
she was at home, Christine,
and what's
Shirley after she
Shirley.
got old enough.
Yeah. Took
So
them
she
No,
out
so
wasn't
did-
too far
You talking
behind
about
me.
the Shirley?
across the
Did she
street.
live across the street?
Yeah. Yeah, she in Richmond now.
Took them out. Then when they come to have boyfriends, I'd take them too. I remember June Darling called herself talking to Christine. Wasn't Christine?
Yeah, but June was talking to Christine, but I don't remember them riding with us.
Well, anyway,
Because you had to call over and you got us.
Christine and June, Christine and June talked for a long time. Then Woody come along. She got of age. I guess she was in college when Woody.
Yeah, she was in
She
college
was in
when she
college.
started dating Woody.
Yeah.
So
Woody.
did she ever
Shirley?
date Uncle Richard?
No.
No.
No, but Richard and Shirley became real close friends. They still good friends. She called him before she called me. And, he didn't, they didn't.
Now there was a store right. I
They
remember a
good
store
Yeah,
right there.
that store. Yeah,
Still in a little barber shop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we went to store.
Well, Roy's
That's
wife,
where we ate a meal a day out of their store.
Roy's wife come from right side that store's house there. And where Roy's wife lived. Roy and her sisters and brothers. What's his name? He died.
Bud.
Bud. You remember him? That was
Rick's brother.
Trick's brother. But see, they tore that house down. Tore all that stuff down. And below was old man J.D.'s house. That's where Saban and all them was just about raised in that house, because their mama lived in that house. Then below that was,
Oh, wait a minute.
Huh?
Where are we going here?
I thought he was one of us.
Now he was asking you, where did we meet?
Oh,
And you done gone prescribing East Marksville.
That's all right.
But they didn't, Sabre and Cortez, and they didn't live in that house with Mr. J.D.
I know they didn't. You didn't give me
They
time to get
lived
around
up
that.
on the, up in, what do we call that?
Little
We call
street
it
come
some
out
kind of
now.
alley.
Yeah.
Alley. What
Because
did
they
we
bought-
call it?
Gia moved in what's called his house after he left here. What they call him, man?
They lived up in that alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
After they left here, after what's called him left, Gita bought that house, right?
Shay Carter.
Shay Carter.
Yeah.
Mama, did y'all ever have to work at Uncle Banks? You ever have doing the tobacco and
No, they didn't let us go. They let Richard and BT and Roy go to work in the tobacco. But Roy was a golden child. Everybody treated him like he was the prince. So he didn't have to do much of nothing. Roy and Richard and BT did the work, but Roy was there.
He got the credit.
He was there. He ain't done nothing.
well, he's the baby, right?
So, yeah. So they'd go down there to work in tobacco with Uncle Willie. And they'd get upset and then they'd call and want to come home. So late at night we went down to pick them up. And Miss SMAC, we didn't have a car. So Miss SMAC took us down to pick up BT and Roy and pick up BT and Richard, because Roy wanted to stay because he wasn't doing nothing. And on the way back, these Klan was out in the road. I'm pretty sure they were Klan folks, pretending they were looking for something. Oh, they pretended it was a great big black snake up in the road. Had come out the creek. And she got out because they wouldn't let us go on up the road. They was blocking the road. So she got out and we were scared for her safety. And Mama says, don't worry about her. She was packing. So I don't know if they could figure out she wasn't scared of them or what, but they told us to go on, you know. I don't know if she saw a snake or not. She got back in the car and brought us on home. I know that. That's the worst thing I remember at night happening to us